It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
So we're joined again by Dave Sharp, Floatlight. Thanks a lot for coming over, and you've brought a solid gold lump of something. Now what is this we have here?
So this is the 50th anniversary for the Apollo 11 moon landings, which the limited edition of 1,014 pieces. They announced this earlier in the year, and they have just started delivering them just prior to the anniversary, which was obviously last Saturday. This is, even I'm going to say this is quite a special piece. I am very pleased and privileged to be able to get my hands on one of these. So this is based historically on the 1,014 pieces that were issued back in the day. The story, I believe, is that the first two were given to the US President and the Vice President, although they were given back because apparently it was frowned upon.
Yeah.
But the rest were all issued to astronauts. For the kind of updated modern watch, which is this piece, it's 18K, and it's a kind of blend of gold that's been done specially for this watch, which they have.
It's got a funny name.
Strangely called Moonshine. I wonder where they get that idea.
For our Nashville friends.
It definitely gives it a slightly softer kind of touch compared to maybe a normal 18 karat gold, which can be quite gaudy. Not to say that this isn't gaudy, to be fair.
Well, get your hands in and let's have a wee look about.
White milk bottle, there we go.
Nice.
So if I just carefully pick this up and I can give it a little move around. So you'll see this piece is, as we say, solid gold bracelet and clasp. The dial is gold. I think if we're careful, you can see the AU markings just hiding. There we go. You can just see it in the centre. So gold dial, gold hands. The indices are black onyx, I believe. And you have the kind of red ceramic bezel, which is a kind of tote back to the red colour. Yeah, very much so. And I think it's
a faithful recreation.
Very much so. I think in terms of aesthetics, certainly, yes. I think it's very faithful to it. I mean, obviously there's a lot more modern materials. I mean, even down to the 20mm lug width, and it's a bit harder to spin, but if you look here, it's a 16mm buckle clasp, which is much more traditional.
Yeah.
And if I carefully open this, we can look at the back.
Bring that in, I'll zoom in a little bit.
It's not the most easy to do. There we go. You can see this again is using the new coaxial 3861 caliber, which you can actually just read there. You can read it as you're zooming in, funnily enough. With gold plating on various components in the watch. It's pretty good looking, isn't it? You can see obviously the limited, the 42 of 1014 chronometer, spin round master chrono, and it's got the nice little bits, and I believe the little map, you can see the map of the US just after anniversary, and the moon on the other side just before Apollo.
Yep.
There we go. Really nicely done. It's a beautiful piece. Very classy. Well, as classy as you can ever call a gold watch, to be honest.
Well, you're a boy of the 80s, aren't you?
I am, and actually, I really had concerns about this from a point of view of, just carefully spin it around, from the point of view of, I don't typically wear anything gold because I am pretty pale, there's no two ways about it, but it is nice, it's got a kind of certain weight to it, it's definitely a little bit special, a little bit different. But I just love the way it's quite a classic reinterpretation. I mean, for the 50th anniversary, my dream was that it was going to be stainless steel and it was going to be pretty faithful to the original ones. And obviously the one we looked at in the last video is a great looking watch, but it's definitely a very modern take on a Speedmaster. I think obviously with the news though, just after on Sunday that came out with the 321 and
The
platinum.
Yeah.
I think it's not too far a stretch to think that down the line that there might be something coming that's going to be probably the most faithful reproduction that we've all maybe asked for, albeit I think it's going to come with an associated price tag.
How much is this one then? What's the RRP?
The gold one, this is 26.5, give or take.
That's £1,000.
I think it's 26. 26.
Stop rubbing your microphone.
Oh, sorry, my microphone. It's furry though, I like it.
It's furry. Okay.
I think 26.5, but it's not. Let's give or take 26.5k.
And how many pieces are out in this?
1014. We've talked about it. It's 1014 we've done in this, yeah. The bracelet I love, as much as I said in the last video. I've got a real thing about bracelets. This one so far has proven to be extremely comfortable. That kind of very flexible, doesn't pinch your skin, just very comfy.
Clasp it together, let's see what it's like.
If we just...
Yeah.
Nice. Small 16mm, but nice
Very
and
Wall
chunky.
Street.
Yeah, there is definitely a little bit of that going on for sure. But yeah, really nice. I think long term what I plan to do is I've already found there's a beautiful alligator strap to do, which very much matches the bezel. And they do a gold deployant. So I think the idea is that I will put it onto a red alley leather with a deployant, which I think will take the weight out the watch a little bit for day-to-day wear. And I think the other big thing is that the bracelet being solid gold, it will definitely wear. You know, gold is relatively soft.
Yep.
So I think that you'll get some wear on it, and I don't want to even remotely think about how much a new replacement bracelet will be down the line.
Yeah. Well, slap it on the wrist. Let's see what it's like.
Slowly rotate.
Slide your fist out.
It's been in and out a few times today.
It's certainly lubed.
You know, it's rude otherwise, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. I will remove the gaudy fingerprints from the gold milk bottle top. And here we come. Slowly.
Always get
a
a manicure before you slide it in. There we go.
Keep my nails tucked in.
There we go. Oh, suits you, sir.
Bobby Dazzler.
Yes.
There we go. It's actually funny under that light. I never really noticed. You can see the texture on the dial actually. A lot
Yeah, it's a
better
kind of
under
linen effect.
yeah, it's
Striated.
almost up and down, isn't it? Not 12 to 6. Never really noticed that before, to be honest.
That's it. 4K technology. That's a stunning piece.
Yeah, a little bit different. I think the nice thing about this is, other than a couple of friends that I've got that I know that are...
You've only got a couple of friends?
Well, that's a stretch, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought so.
But I've definitely got a couple of friends that are waiting on theirs. One more so because he's being extremely specific about the number, whereas frankly I just didn't really care about the number.
Of course.
There's no point. It's just a number, isn't it, at the end of the day? But yeah, interesting piece. I think the other thing that's interesting is I believe, if you look at on the bezel, the 90, I think they've done the dot over 90 on this.
Yeah, what is the significance of that? I've heard this before.
I think there's a multitude of stories behind that, but
give us a couple.
Some of the early ones, I believe the dot was over the 90. There's stories that it was a mistake, but the Moonwatch ones had the dot over the 90, so they've just very carefully rotated it. You can probably see it, and there you go. See the dots over it rather than to the side. But I think it's the same as all of these things. People like little stories that don't really mean anything.
Usually Rolex, but hey, Omega had to catch up somehow.
You know, catch up, sure. Yeah, catch up, sure. Nah, ketchup maybe.
Ketchup.
Yeah, mayonnaise.
That's a lovely piece. Anything else you want to say about it before we finish up?
What do I want to say about it? It is pretty special. I was initially my response to it was beautiful, but not for me, and it is for me. I definitely like it. Although it's one of the few watches I've got that I am definitely canny about where I'm at when I'm wearing it. And I think when I actually put it onto the strap, it's going to make it look a lot less obvious than it is now. I think the strap definitely shouts, "Look at me."
Yeah.
And as much as we all occasionally like folk to notice things, I don't really like this being noticed.
In
Usually
this day and age.
not for the right, not for the notice for the right reasons maybe, but I think most of the reasons wouldn't be the right ones.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm a bit
Especially
canny.
out and about in London or Glasgow.
Aye.
Or Ibiza these days.
To be fair, if it was Glasgow, they'd think it was a Michael Kors. So like,
That's nice MVMT you've got there.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's
there we go.
lovely.
So there we go.
Super.
I think the other wee thing I noticed actually was it's got the older. See if we can just catch it in the light. The older Speedmaster with the dropped R.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a traditional logo.
I'm just randomly saying, oh yeah, I can't see anything at all because I'm holding the light. But there we go.
You blind to the light.
Blinded by the light. Yep.
Oh well, you'll not see the fist coming then.
No. Not when you
okay.
extract it slowly.
Slowly.
Good. Actually, slide it in a bit further and we'll just do a close-up until the focusing decides it doesn't want to be doing that anymore. And up a little touch. There we go. Let me get that thumbnail shot. Hold that steady. Let me just rotate the light around so you can see that dial. Yeah, that's lovely. Cool. You can extract. Thank you very much, Dave.